Computer Science, Lesson 4, Working with Queries. The database of any organization may contain huge amount of data. Moreover, it may consist of multiple tables. When the number of records in a table increases, it becomes an uphill task for any user to extract specific record from that table. MS Access provides us a solution for this problem through queries. A query is like a simple question that we ask to find a specific information from the database. We use queries to view, change, summarize and analyze specific data in different ways. For example, assume that this is a data which is stored, and in this if you want to know the students who scored above 85% marks, you will retrieve the answer by passing a query. Queries are made on tables and the result of a query is also displayed in the form of a table. The result which we get is a group of rows and columns with a set of records that matches the given condition. MS Access provides 4 types of queries: select query, update query, cross tab query and append query. Setting a relationship between tables. Relationships are links that associate a field in one table with a field in another. In Access, you can store data in multiple tables. To bring that information together, we need to define relationships between the tables. Once we have defined relationship between the tables, data from both the tables can be used by query, form or report. A relationship works by matching a field with the same name in both tables. In most cases, these matching fields are the primary key from one table that uniquely identifies each record in a table and a foreign key in the other table. To set relationship, click on the Database Tools. In the ribbon, click Relationships button from the Show or Hide Relationships group. Select Show Table. This is the one which you can see in the figure. This is called the Show Table. When the Show Table window appears, select the required table and click on Add button. These are all the tables and you can click on the Add button after selecting the tables. After that, you will just click on the Close button. Drag the primary key of the parent table and drop it over the same field in the child table. This is the parent table and these are the child tables. See, primary key is dragged from the parent table to the child tables. The cursor changes to an arrow. The Edit Relationships dialog box appears. Click on Create button. Access creates the relationship between the tables. A line linking the two tables will appear, indicating that both have been linked. Click on the Save button on the Quick Access toolbar to save the relationship. How do we create a query? Access provides 2 ways to create select queries by using Query Wizard and Query Design. Creating a select query in Design View. Design View gives us more control over a query. Open the database and click on Create tab on the ribbon. Now, click on the Query Design button in the other groups. The Show Table dialog box appears again. As we discussed, this is the Show Table dialog box. In the Show Table dialog box, select the record source either by clicking on Tables, Queries or by both. Any one among these you can select. Tables, queries, or both. Select the table like TB, LPP or anything of your wish and click on the Add button and close. The main query window will be divided into two panes, top and bottom. The top pane displays the table selected from the query. The bottom pane displays the design grid. This is called as a design grid. You can add fields to the query by dragging them from the field list to the design grid or by double clicking on the field. If you observe here, you have field, table, sort, show, criteria and all. Let us understand this design grid. Field row of a design grid displays the selected fields from the table. Table row displays the name of the existing table. Sort. Sort property is used to filter the data either in ascending or descending order. It is optional. Next one is show. Show row displays a check mark. The fields with the check marks display the information when the query is being run. Criteria property contains the condition on the basis of which the records will be filtered in the query output. The last one, OR property, is used to set multiple criteria. Next one, let us learn how do we specify simple criteria and multiple criteria. We specify criteria in the criteria row of the design grid. Here, which one is highlighted? See, criteria is highlighted. This is called as the criteria row of the design grid. Specify the criteria value in the criteria row and the data will be filtered accordingly in the query output. To specify multiple criteria in a query, you have to give, see here I have given France first. Multiple criteria means UK and US, these also I am giving. So, from this whichever are there, France, UK and the other one whatever it is, USA, right. So, France, UK and USA, whatever are there, only those we are going to take and give the output like this. See, consumer query might have many more details, but it extracted only depending upon the criteria what you asked. You asked only about France, UK and USA, right. Only those details it displayed. Okay, this is specifying multiple criteria. After you run, you will get this output. Next one, let us learn what are forms. In general, a form is a piece of paper that you will fill out so that someone can collect information about you. Likewise, in MS Access 2007, forms work quite similar to it. It allows you to add and update data in one record at a time in a table. Although a form can have a different name from a table, but they both manipulate the same information and the data. If you can change a record in a form, it will be reflected in a table also. Data can be inserted, updated and deleted from a table using a form object. Access provides three main views in which a form is displayed. Form view, which is used to enter or edit data. Design view, which is used to adjust the design of your form. The next one is the layout view, that is used to change the look and feel of a form. How do we create a form? To create a form, select a table or a query in the navigation pane that you want to use as the data source for the form. Click the Create tab on the ribbon. Select Form in the Forms group. Report is an effective way to organize and summarize data for viewing and printing. A report can be created exactly in the same way as we have created a form. The only change is that after selecting Create tab, click on the Report instead of Form from the Reports group. Access creates a report and places all fields of the selected table in the report. So, these are the topics we discussed in lesson 4, working with tables. Thank you.